is Gary Waters, and I was in the Navy Reserve for 1 year and 7 months. I joined the Navy so I wouldn't have to trudge through the jungle, because with my frame of mind being 19 years old, I probably wouldn't have survived, because I was very reckless. So a friend of mine and I joined, and I'd had previous training at Norfolk and then at Great Lakes, and I'd been assigned to one ship in Norfolk, which we did what they call a shakedown cruise. And that's just going out and see if the ship can stand the rigors of the sea and the crew are performing according to it, and then do some battle functions while you're out there to see if everybody manned their station. When my friend and I had joined, he talked me into joining with it. When I actually went active duty, we were waiting for an assignment, and he was assigned to the USS Nitro. Well, I would have been assigned as well since we signed up as a buddy system, but because my birthday came up, they give you an annual physical as close to the birthday as you possibly can. Well, I had high blood pressure. I had actually joined with high blood pressure, but the doctor that was doing it, he was a lieutenant colonel, said, do you want in this man's Navy? And I said, yeah, I'd rather be in it than the Army for the reasons I previously stated. And he said, well, your blood pressure's high, but we'll mark it down to where we can get you in. So he falsified the record. Being 19, I had no clue. That was the end of that. So I went and served once a month in Statesville at the drills, like most reservists do. But when I went active duty, I was due for my physical. My friend didn't. His birthday was a different date, so he went on. They held me over to do a physical, even though he was assigned to his ship. Once you signed up as a buddy system, if you could get a friend to sign up with you, the guarantee was that you guys would stay together during your service. But he went on because he had they didn't even do his physical, because he'd already had one done previously at the reserve unit. And mine just happened to come up on the day that I went in, and they found out my high blood pressure was there, and they said, we can't send you to an assignment until we find out what's causing your blood pressure. Being 19, I said, well, my blood pressure was high when I joined. And they said, well, your records doesn't indicate. And I said, well, the doctor that did it lowered it so I could get in, and that set off a firestorm. They didn't tell me, of course. So I had to go through all kinds of rigorous medical tests. They'd throw me in a bunch of ice to see if I had goiters or something that was restricting blood flow or controlling, or if I had a tumor in my brain. And it was really extensive. I got a good thorough physical. And they had to even do a psychiatric evaluation to see if I was stable because of the blood pressure being out of whack. And your nerves make your blood pressure run up and down. And they wouldn't tell me why they were doing all that, but it was tried to avoid to pay me a disability. And finally, one of them told me, said, well, we wanted to see if you were going to ask for disability. And I said, I never had the option. Why would I be disabled? I said, well, I would join with high blood pressure. They said, yeah, but doctor falsified the record, and we're going to follow up on that. And they proceeded to tell me they could discharge me, but they wanted to make sure I wasn't going to ask for any compensation. So I said, you let me out, and you won't have to ever worry about me asking for compensation. So they discharged me. But when I was on the tarmac down there in Charleston, I told God, if I got out, whatever his will was, I would serve him. Whatever happened, I said, God, if you want me to go overseas, then it's fine. I'll go. If not, I prefer to do the otherwise, but, and I got out, Wasn't long after that, and God's timing works too, so.